Well, good afternoon, YouTube. This is your Daily Stoic with your host, Jeffrey. I'm going to pick my son up from work, McCabe. My oldest boy got his first job there a few weeks ago. He's rocking the Tim Hortons, and I'm going to go pick him up after work and take him for dinner. I just wanted to share that. It makes me so proud. Look, you see the smile. I can't even contain the smile on my face. He's gotten paid twice. Each time he calls me, like, yo, man, I got money. I'm like, you got a little bit of change. He likes it. So proud of him, man. What a good kid. Our firstborn son, Andrew. They're all good kids, but shout out to Andrew here today. As always, we're reading the Daily Stoic, 366 Meditations on Wisdom, Perseverance, and the Art of Living by Ryan Holiday and Stephen Hasselman. I worked nights last night, and I missed the moon. I wish I would have got to see it. I seen all the pictures going around. I was like, man, that looked cool. Full lunar eclipse followed by the blood red moon or whatever. Looked cool. I've seen all the pictures. When I went out and finally got a chance to look, I was busy working. And I was looking, and you could kind of see like a shadow on the side, like on the one side of the moon, but that's all I got. But shout out to everybody who set an alarm to go out and see that stuff. I love stuff like that. I love space. I love the moon. I love, scenery. So it's always cool when people get involved and go enjoy shit like that. As I say every time, the Stoicism. If you don't know what Stoicism is, get out of here. Go Google it. Do some research for yourself. It's like it says, the art of living. It's a philosophy that helps you use your reason, your good choice, your not reacting on emotions, think things through. And one of their core principles is to be a good person. And it's something that I found super, super helpful in my life. That's why I'm here sharing it with you guys. And yeah, maybe you'll find it helpful as well. I am tired. Nights kicked my ass. Most likely didn't sleep enough. The last day of nights I try to not sleep. I don't want to sleep the whole day away. But now I'm tired. March 14th. Self-deception is our enemy. Zeno would also say that nothing is more hostile to a firm grasp of knowledge than self-deception. Diogenes Laertius, Lives of the Eminent Philosopher, 7.23. Self-deception, delusions of grandeur. These aren't just annoying personality traits. Ego is more than just off-putting and obnoxious. Instead, it's the sworn enemy of our ability to learn and grow. As Epictetus put it, it's impossible for a person to begin to learn what he thinks he already knows. Today, we will be unable to improve, unable to learn, unable to earn the respect of others if we think we're already perfect. A genius admired far and wide. In this sense, ego and self-deception are the enemies of the things we wish to have, because we delude ourselves into believing that we already possess them. So we must meet ego with hostility and contempt that it is insidiously deploys against us. I don't know. I feel like I'm not reading this properly. So we must meet ego with the hostility and contempt that it insidiously deploys against us, to keep it away, if only for 24 hours at a time. Self-deception, delusion of grandeur. These aren't just annoying personality traits. Ego. That makes me think of when I went to rehab last year. And we did a ton of therapy. I found the therapy so useful to me. I loved it. I loved learning about it. I loved talking about it. I was like, man, I want to go back to school, which I think is still in the wheelhouse here. I just got to get settled. I went back to work full time, and I haven't really got my feet under me yet. But anyways, we did a day of ego work, and I don't remember exactly what it was that triggered it or what clicked in my brain, but I was like, I suffered what I would explain as like an ego death. And I never shut up. Like, I talk, I raise my hand every question. Like, I would talk to everybody. Like, I'm a talker, right? And this day I didn't talk. I think we did ego and grief at the same time. And I had a friend who had passed away, my dear friend Jennifer Lee's Edgley, and I hadn't properly had the opportunity to grieve her death. And so for me, the ego was like, I wish I could remember exactly. I have to look at my notes. But I remember just reading about the ego, and we learned about ego and the different traits and all this stuff. And I was like, oh man, is everything I do to appease my ego? Is everything, because I want to, I've been a rapper for years. I want to, be on stage. I want to rap. I want to be the center of attention a lot of the times. Not that I want, I don't know, right? And it was, even now talking about it, I'm like, man, am I still doing that? But it was like, it hit me so hard. I didn't speak for almost the whole day. I went to bed early. I didn't talk to anybody. I wasn't interested. And I had to really sit with it. And I was like, I did get some good sleep. And when I woke up in the morning, I was always up early, which I liked. Probably the best part was the early mornings of quiet. And, in this mansion in the woods, it was dope. And I remember just being like, no, it's okay, man. You're allowed to, there's a difference between being conceited, having your ego. You can balance the things. You can. I think it's Kendrick Lamar said in a song, like, wipe my ego, dodge my pride. That's the word I was looking for. It's pride. Not to be too prideful, right? That's a double-edged sword, that word. Like, you want to be proud of yourself, but you don't want to be prideful all the time. And you're just a person, right? And I remember when I woke up the next day, I sort of made peace with it and was like, no, I do want to help people. It's even in my music, I always tried to write something, from my side, my emotional side, maybe somebody could connect to. But it is difficult. It is one of those things you're like, is everything I do just for ego? Would I be okay if everything just went away and I just was to be still and not have to talk and, maybe make these videos, right? Like, I still think about it. I still, I think every once in a while it's good to sit and maybe have an ego death and be quiet and be still with yourself and really reevaluate your whys, right? I'm an ambitious person. Truthfully, I would love to take off. Like, I love working, but I'm tired. Like, I don't make enough money fast enough to get up out of where I want to be. So, like, ideally, I'd like to do some type of performing art or speaking as a way of, like, becoming uber successful. But at the base of that is wanting to help people. And if I could mix those two things, would be ideal. You know what I mean? When I started this journey of rebuilding myself, or I wouldn't say reinventing myself, because I've been quite a bit like this, but I'd fallen down. So when I started this journey of rebuilding myself and learning and becoming I've learned a lot. I've done a lot of reading. I've done a lot of writing, more than I've ever done in my life, in this last year and a bit. And in my journal, one of my first journals, I wrote, how do I make money using my voice, right? Whether that was voice acting, like I have all kinds of ambitions. And like halfway through the page, it hit me. I was like, no, that's not the answer. How do I help people using my voice? And it's been a struggle. Like, I haven't been able to really grasp anything yet. I haven't really, and I'm still working on it. And day by day, I try to get better. I try to get smarter. I try to get stronger. Try to be more still. Try to be a good person. Do my very best to be a good dad and a good friend. And I think that's what life's all about. That is your Daily Stoic for March 14th, 2025. Like, share, comment, tell your friends. Come check it out. I'll see you tomorrow. Peace.